Hello and welcome to Saki Tech. In today's video, I will do a comparison between the two rather similar Samsung tablets, the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro 8.4 inches and the newer Samsung Galaxy Tab S 8.4 inch tablet. Now, to put things in perspective, the Tab Pro was released in February 2014 and it belongs to the Pro lineup. The Tab S was released in June 2014 and belongs to the S lineup of Samsung tablets. The Tab S is the newer tablet. And I am going to do a spec by spec full comparison of all the specifications and features of these tablets. So let's start with the screen size and resolution. We do get the exact same screen size of 8.4 inches on both of these Samsung tablets. The screen resolution and the pixel density is also similar. You get 2560 by 1600 for resolution and 359 pixels per inches on both of these guys. However, the Tab S will be using a better display technology called the Super AMOLED as opposed to the LCD display on the Tab Pro. For consumers, this means that on the Tab S with AMOLED, with the Super AMOLED, you will end up with rich, natural, and more vibrant colors, better contrast, and deeper blacks. So the Tab S, despite the same screen resolution and the pixels per inches, will get you better image quality for just about anything from pictures to movies to games. Next, let's take a look at overall dimensions of these products. So the Tab S measures 8.37 inches in height, it is 4.94 inches wide, and it is 0.2 inches thick. It only weighs 293 grams, whereas the Tab Pro measures 8.62 inches in height, it is 5.05 inches wide, and it is 0.28 inches thick, while it only weighs 330 grams. So you can quickly see that the Tab S is the lighter and the slimmer of the two. So far, the Tab S seems to be the winner. Now let's take a look at the build quality. The Tab Pro comes with the faux leather finish that I personally enjoy, for it professes a nice leather-like texture, and you even get these stitches around the edges on the back cover, which pronounces some class. The Tab S actually follows in the footsteps of the Samsung Galaxy S5 smartphone, which sports a perforated texture and a pattern on the rear cover, which, though not too bad, is not as classy as the imitation leather finish on the Pro. In this category, I will go with the Tab Pro based on my personal choice. Alright, next up is speed and performance. Let's take a look at the processor and the memory on these guys. Under the hood of the Galaxy Tab S is an Exynos octa-core processor. Octa stands for 8, so you get 8 total cores, which consist of a quad-core 1.9 GHz processor and another quad-core 1.3 GHz processor. And you also get 3 GB of RAM, while the Galaxy Tab Pro sports a Snapdragon 800 processor, which is clocked at 2.3 GHz. It is quad-core, and you get 2 GB of RAM. Now, the processor on the Tab Pro is somewhat better, but the extra gig of RAM on the Tab S might result in faster performance for the Tab S. What I will do is I will run a processor and memory benchmark at the end of this video, so we will hold off on making a decision right now on which one is faster until we examine the actual benchmarks. Next up, let's take a look at the camera. You get the same camera on both. The Tab Pro and Tab S both come with an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera with flash and also capable of recording at 1080p video, which is high definition. On the front side, there is a minuscule difference. The Pro has a 2.0 megapixel camera, while the S has a 2.1 megapixel camera, which is a trivial difference, like I said. Again, you can record 1080p video using the front camera as well, which is fantastic. You also get 4 times digital zoom. As far as the battery life goes, the Tab S, just like the front-facing camera, has a trivial lead with a 4900 mAh battery as opposed to the 4800 mAh battery on the Tab Pro. Surprisingly though, you will get more music playtime hours with the Pro than the S. I don't know why this is, but if you go to the Samsung website and check out the battery statistics, it says with the Tab Pro you get 127 hours of music playtime, 12 hours of video playtime, and 10 hours of internet use time. whereas the Tab S gives you only 80 hours of music playtime, while the video playtime and the internet use time remain the same as the Pro. Next, let's talk about the memory expansion. Both the Tab S and the Tab Pro come with an SD card slot, but with the Tab S, you can add up to 128 gigabytes of extra storage, while the Tab Pro will only allow you for a maximum of 64 gigabytes of extra storage using an SD card. So now let's talk about the software. Now both tablets come with the Samsung TouchWiz interface running on Android KitKat 4.4 as of now. Additionally, you get the Magazine UX interface as well, which is a tile-based magazine-like interface that allows you to customize and populate it with live tiles. These live tiles could be specific news feeds, social media feeds, your calendar, and such, and they will feed you up-to-date information at a glance. If you want to learn more about the Magazine UX interface, see the link in the description below for a full in-depth review. You also get some new features such as the Samsung SideSync 3.0, which allows you to stream the entirety of your Samsung smartphone, such as an S5 or a Note 3, right on your tablet. For this to work, you have to install the SideSync application from the Play Store, both on your smartphone and your tablet, and then you can stream your smartphone on your tablet. And one final remark on the software side is that both these tablets are quite fast and snappy with smooth overall operation and very, very little lag. Now before I move on to the conclusion, I just want to let you know that the Tab S does come with a fingerprint sensor and the Tab Pro does not come with a fingerprint sensor. So let's quickly run a benchmark test to see which one of these guys is more powerful. So let's go to Task Manager in the Tab S and make sure nothing is running, it's clean. Task Manager, nothing going on, no recent applications, we have 2 clean slates. So let's launch Geekbench 3, which measures the processor and memory performance of different devices. And let's compare the scores once it is finalized. Okay, so that's over. And if you look at these numbers, the Tab Pro seems to be faster than the Tab S. And the reason is because Tab Pro is running the Snapdragon processor, which is in fact the better processor. But the Tab S is very close by. But again, as you can see, if you go with the Pro, you are getting a very fast tablet. If you go with the S, you're also getting a very fast tablet. So let's do a quick conclusion. So if you already own a Tab Pro, there's absolutely no need to upgrade since the Pro in itself is quite an attractive package and directly rivals other leading tablets like the iPad mini 2. You still get a gorgeous high-resolution display, you still get a slim tablet, it's a light package, and it's packed with power. If, however, you're trying to decide between the Pro and the Tab S, go for the Tab S. But also be aware of the price difference. Going with the Tab S will be a little costlier. The Tab S starts at $399 for a 16 gigabyte model, whereas the Tab Pro starts at $329 for a 16 gigabyte model. And that would be the end of this comparison. If you have any questions or concerns, please throw them down at the comment section below or reach out to me on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. Have a good day.